Okay, everybody, welcome back to Oop to Premium. And in the previous video, we put on the devil hat, we put on the devil horns, and we played the nastiest game we could. Not surprisingly, it turned into an absolute slugfest. Not literally, but you know what I mean. Metaphorically, the scores reflected the selfishness, avarice, greed, whatever you want to call it, of the growers. Now, we're going to play Oofta Saintly Heaven version. And we're going to see what happens. So, who are our three imaginary? We probably got Jesus on one side, Mother Teresa, and, I don't know, Dalai Lama. Okay? So, now we're going to see... All right, we're going to see who wins among the most saintly people we can think of. Or whatever. You pick your personage from history, and we'll play it out and see what happens. So, my guess is the greater awesome collective goal would simply be to collect as many hunger tokens as possible and distribute them to as many people as possible. Would be my guess. So, in that sense, we'll see what happens. All right. This person is well on their way to doing good. Do-gooders. There we go. Okay, so this person recognizes immediately that it is nice to have 3 cucumbers, but it's even better to get that undercut crop going so that anybody can have the undercut crop initiated as soon as possible. So here we go. There's the broccoli. And yeah, we're just gonna again, the collective goal to be as saintly, as generous, as kind, patient, loving, caring, and wonderful as possible all the time. Okay, so there's that. We're going to put some broccoli out. And they really want somebody to score big on that, right? Definitely somebody that's been down and out a little too long. Okay, so here's 5. We're gonna... This person's not gonna grab an adversity card. Why? Because we don't want to distribute adversity cards and play them on other people. Those are nasty. We don't want to do that at all. So, instead, we're going to move their broccoli up. No. They want the broccoli right where it's at because they want to do the undercut crop. So we're going to leave the broccoli alone. And we're going to do the saintliest thing we can think of doing. Which is... best thing is try to feed as much people as possible. So we're going to move our beans up. Yeah. Alright. So that looks good. Over here we have a 5. So they're on their way to being a very productive harvest. Now unfortunately I'm not very good at figuring out which cover crop and which crop matches. I'm not very good at the guessing game. So I will be deficient in the saintly category. I will be deficient, and so I'm sorry. I cannot achieve that level of charity. I wish I could. It'd be awesome. Okay, so here's peas. You notice I'm not an attractive woman, and so that sort of helps. People just give people stuff for you're an attractive woman. Oh yeah, okay. Okay, so there's that. Round 2. Everybody's off to a rip-roaring start. Let's go. Yeah, we're gonna harvest. We love it. Okay, broccoli on the wrong one. Ooh, we initiated the undercut crop already. Look at this. Many people are going to have filled their baskets with stuff. Which would be squash. Let's go with, yeah, let's go with, this is where it's tricky. You know, I'm putting the angel cap on, but it's still tricky because I want to try to save up for undercut crop. So I have spinach, I want squash, I have cucumbers. I don't want to do cucumbers or spinach. So we want to do something else. We don't want to do broccoli. So our best bet is just plant some beans. For the moment, again, we're saving up for that 2-crop combo, and we'll have an even greater bounty at the end, right? Okay. So there's that. And here we can harvest those peas. 12 tokens. Not enough for a subsidy, unfortunately. I would love to help somebody out. That would be great. But the threshold again for subsidies is 15, not whatever we just harvested. Okay, so here's chard. Okay, so we're going to score big. Check it out. We got broccoli. We can plant it, but we can't cultivate it because we're out of tokens. So we're out of tokens, and we're gonna just grab what we need. This person's like, man, I don't want to hurt them. I don't want them to get rid of their best crop, so I'm gonna get something really low they don't mind losing. And so it's gonna be corn, is it? Yeah. So they lost corn. It went up in value, so I helped them out. Okay, and so here's the radishes. Alright, so now we're sitting pretty over here. We have plenty of tokens. We got broccoli on the way. Okay, again, I can't draw an adversity card. I'm not going to move my beans up, and I don't want to move... If I move their broccoli, it devalues the broccoli, right? That's 60 tokens. If I move it, it's going to go down to 55. I got the angel cap on, and I'm not going to do that. So instead, I'm going to just go ahead and harvest. No. Moving my beans up would be good. Yeah, let's just do that. We'll feed more people that way. So there's a case where being selfish is actually a good thing. You know, you're going to grow your self-interest. Protecting your self-interest protects the interests of others. Okay, so here's a 5. Ooh, productive. Now, what can we do to make our farm even more productive and help even more people out? Let's, I don't want to do the harvester because that means I would be collecting funds from other people and that slows them down. I want them to make sure they get plenty of tokens, right? And so instead of getting that, I would rather focus on what I can do to improve my productivity, which would be, yeah, I'll buy the trading house. Actually, no. You know, knowing that I know that everybody's angelic in this particular group, I'm just going to keep going after the very best item that I can, because I don't have to worry about anything from other people. And so let's see what happens. You know, I have no opponents. Everybody's on the same team. They're cooperating. Okay, so there's the radishes. There's cucumbers. Here's kale. There's no conflict. Okay, so here's a 4. 5, 1, 2, 3. This person's going to harvest some serious broccoli. And guess what? They achieved undercut crop status. So we got 30 tokens coming to the best person. This flips over. And here we have carrots. We like carrots. Yes, we do. We got carrots. How about you? Okay, so let's go with corn. What do we want? I mean, I like my carrots. I don't have spinach. Okay, so yeah, here's the carrots, and we're going to move the corn up. So that looks good. Everything's nice and neat. We harvested. Now, I think we get to buy something as a second opportunity. What's the best thing I could buy at this particular point? Well, you still, even in saintly mode, I'm in saint mode, you can't buy insurance for others. Unfortunately, or you can't buy resources and give them away. So even though that's a nice, generous thing that would be awesome and you could do that, unfortunately, the nature of the game, the rules don't allow that. But what you can do is improve your own ability to, say, score even more hunger tokens. And so, what is the thing that would make us score most? I would say high tunnel. So we're going to buy the high tunnel. This person is set up to be the most generous of all. Thank you, grower number. Thank you, grower number 1. You rock and roll. I love it. Okay, so there's the high tunnel. Over here, this person's going to bring in a nice harvest of beans, so that's good. They're up and rolling. Beans on the wrong one is 8. So, they're doing pretty well. We like it when everybody scores, having a good time, feeling good. Okay. Would be nice. Okay, so here, again, ignoring sabotage, no way. We're gonna bring this kale in. 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, and kale on kale is 14 tokens. Still not enough. I can't subsidize anybody, which is a shame, because that would be pretty cool. Okay, so we're gonna flip this over. And I still have another action, I'm pretty sure. So these I don't have. Okay. If I get rid of peas, I'm gonna get rid of the peas. Carrots are gonna move down. Okay, so that's all she wrote. Cucumber, kale, peas, and then we're gonna go with broccoli. 4 is productive, and that is okay. So here's another chance where I can. Here's a case where I don't want to hoard all the good stuff. You know, I'm in a position to do well myself, but I don't want to let others lose on the opportunity to enjoy the benefits from the resource drop. And so in this case, I'm going to grab the crop insurance. No, I don't need that. Well, crop insurance will definitely help me when I roll number 1s, right? Yeah, but others may need it more than me. If others need it more than me, I'm not going to do that. So I'm going to go with the trading house. I don't want to buy any of the essential equipment items because that means they're going to have to pay me. I don't want that to happen. Certainly don't want to put them in a position of weakness. So I'm going to go with the trading house. Alright, so there's the trading house. I bought it. And now we're going to disk everything up. Or we're going to disk, yeah, let's just disk everything. So we can see what we got. 2, 4, 6, 8. If somebody else buys the disk, I can give them some hunger tokens. 30 minus 8 is 22. Okay, so now I have that. And I can see what I'm going to do next. Going to use the trading house. I certainly don't want to expedite the game. I want to make sure everybody has equal opportunity to score as much as possible. So instead I'm going to draw from up here and extend the game. And so in this case we want to grab our highest value thing, corn. Grab some corn, and then I'll get rid of cucumbers. No, I like cucumbers. I'll get rid of carrots. Carrots is low in value, so it needs to be bumped up. Alright, so that takes care of that. Good job, Dalai Lama! Alright, so now over here, we're going to go with doing unto others. So we have corn on the wrong one. This is 6. That flips over. We're going to flip this. And chard moves up in value. Alright, so that takes care of that. Now, here we have 6. Productive. Now we have a crop insurance. I don't want to do anything with the crop insurance. Or should I? I mean, chances are low that I'm going to draw 1, but it might happen. Who knows? I'll just put marker tokens on instead. So let's try this. We're gonna plant some squash. We're gonna plant kale. Beans. Okay, so let's plant some beans. And then we're gonna move on. Cucumbers. Okay. Cucumber, kale, peas, broccoli, radishes. What are we gonna do with the radishes? Yo. Hopefully harvest. Okay, gambling. Despite our saintly appearance, we do recognize that the greater good is to gamble. More can be accomplished. Here's 1. Okay, so I only spent 3 tokens. And now we can do even greater good by planting 2-crop combo, radishes, and cucumber. Look at that. Okay, and so how much, what's the math on that one? You know, even the saints got to do a little math. Yo, 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 yo. And so, since we did 2 at the same time, we got 4 tokens. Alright. What's the total cost going to be for bringing in 2-crop combo? Anyone, anyone, anyone? Quickly, quickly. 16. Well, we're omniscient at this particular table, so we knew that in advance. That's predestination, and I don't want to get into that. Anyway, so there's that. We're going to go on into the next topic. There's no gambling going to happen here. 1 is productive. Remove 2 crops from the field. I removed 2 crops. Oh, yeah, check it out. So I had an opportunity to do crop insurance. So here's the only blight on our selfless game session. We didn't provide them crop insurance, and so unfortunately they're going to lose some beans, but you know what? The damage is not that great. It was only 7 tokens. Ding, ding, ding. Alright, so cucumber, kale, peas, radishes, and then we go with chard. Hello! Opportunity knocks but once. Or maybe 20 times if it's a spam. Okay, so there's 2, 4, 6, 8. And guess who just scored a 2-crop combo? Alright, so let's go with cucumbers and radishes. Radishes is 15. Cucumbers is 9. So that's 24. Now somebody gets a subsidy, which is wonderful. There it is. They get 2.4, which is 2. That's the case where it rounds down to 2, unfortunately. This person gets to score. And we're going to start over. Oh, notice there was only these 2 crops. We don't have to flip these fields over. There's nothing happening then. Okay. And I believe we have another action coming in this turn. What are we going to do? We're going to grab something else. We can. We want to leave our options open so that they can score. Why don't we buy crop insurance? Yeah, that's a good thing to buy. That'll eliminate any possibility of nasty things happening. But then this gets us into a sticky scenario where predestination and insurance collide. Why do we need insurance if we already knew what was going to happen? I don't know. Anyway. Why are we even playing this game if we already know what's going to happen? I don't know. Okay, so there's no sabotage in Saintly Game. So we're going to go with the best thing we can do, which is we're going to buy that disc. And even though that depletes our funds, I have a feeling we're going to score big. Because having a disc is the first step in keeping a lot of people happy and healthy. Okay, so there's a disc, and now we're gonna disc. Notice that we can disc even though we don't have funds. And you say, why is that? Well, the price of disking just became free, right? Now we are going to do the tractor turn simply because we don't have enough tokens for the next turn. So then we have spinach. It's going to move up in value. Nope. Yeah, potatoes move up in time. Yeah, we're gonna do that. Okay. Did everything we could do. Ooh. Alright, so here we have an opportunity to help somebody else out. Unfortunately, we don't have omniscience despite our saintly attitude. We don't know what they have, otherwise we would help them out. So we're just going to do what we can to assure ourselves of a 2-crop combo. And we're already set. We like everything. We're not going to do anything. Here's a case where doing nothing is perfectly within your rights. You don't have to do that. Okay. Potatoes goes here. Here's productive. Potatoes. If I have potatoes... No. Here we're going to finish. We're going to do another two-crop combo if we can. We have corn and kale, so let's do that instead. Here's corn. Here's kale. Okay, so there's 2, 4. Here's 6, 8. Okay. Seems like the best thing to do. Here we have corn. Now notice that ideally we would have a perpetual game where we're always, it never ends, right? It's a song that never ends, it's a never-ending story. Pick your superlative, pick your hyperbolic statement. So, no matter what we do, we still can't escape the imperfection of the bag being depleted, which will, unfortunately, end the best game, the most saintly game we can play. So, that's all there is to it. We got everything going right here. But we do have an opportunity to plant an extra crop with a high tone. Mustn't forget that. So here, kale and corn. Oh, and we have to plant the high tunnel. High tunnel means we're going to plant even more potatoes. Right? No. We're going to plant chard. I don't have the best item. Let's go with beans. Okay? And we already paid for that. We paid for the beans. I know it seems kind of strange, but technically if we did it at the same time, you would see that the cost is the same. Okay, so that's that. 6 is productive. No sabotage. That's smooth sailing. So let's go with... We're going to plant some kale. Potatoes? I don't know. Cucumbers? Let's plant some chard. 5. 1, 2, 3. Yeah! Over here's a 1. We got our second adversity of the game. Smooth sailing, don't have to worry about it. Fortunately, we did lose our turn, so yet again, we can't play a true game of perfection if we do roll a die roll number 1. So deity is not involved. We're working at the level of fallible human beings here. But again, we're putting on the better angels of our nature, trying to be as generous as possible. Okay, we're not going to sabotage. We are going to plant. We have corn, we have kale, we're going to plant beans, and we don't have broccoli. We're going to grab some broccoli, plant this. That's our free action, but we're going to bring these into harvest, at least kale and corn are. Okay, so kale is on the right one. It gets 13 tokens. Let's see if we can't, maybe we can deplete the entire hunger token depository. That would be awesome. And if we could just completely sell out. Corn only gets 4 tokens. Okay, and so now we double this amount. It would be super, super generous. So we're going to double. And feed even more people. Okay, so we got 20, 30, 4 tokens. 3.4 rounds to 3. 3 tokens goes to... Ooh, who is it? This person's new. Okay. Alright. Neighbors are feeling good. We like that. to make sure everything's going okay. Okay, so that's that. Yeah, now we can grab even more cool stuff. We have beans, we have broccoli, we have corn and kale again as a pair, but we really should, let's get some squash. That's our top crop, right? Uh-oh. Now I do have to, unfortunately, I have to dip into the game. I don't want to do that. I do that as seldom as possible. There's some wonderful stuff right there. Get rid of potatoes. Okay. Alright. Wow, lots of awesomeness happened there. So we're very well set up. Here we have a 6. Over here, we're not going to do this. But we are going to harvest some chard. Chard on chard is 9. That goes here. We're going to get rid of this. Beans moves up in value. Okay, so there's that. We did the best we could on that particular example. I think we have another action. So our second action is going to be, you know what? We're going to go ahead and buy this stuff, but we're not going to collect any funds. Okay, so we're going to buy the harvester. Or should we? Yeah, I think we should, because there's no there's no penalty if it comes from them. It's robbing Peter to pay Paul, right? If the funds come from here and it goes over here, it doesn't matter, because all that matters is that it gets depleted from the hunger token depository to disperse as many to as many people as possible. So there's that. That's wonderful stuff. Okay, we bought the harvester. Unfortunately, we do have to pay for it. Yeah, that's the downside. The one downside to acquiring the resources is that it takes the hunger tokens and puts them back in the depository. So, and that's the thing we're fighting. We're like, well, we gotta earn those back. But again, by having the resources, we're upping our possibilities of scoring massively. So it's not a bad idea. Okay, so here's a strategy. This person's gonna grab some crop insurance. Why not? Or no, we're going to be productive. We're ready for another 2-crop combo. We're going to disc one field, help out our neighbor. And in this case, we're going to plant, what's our best stuff? Radishes and chard. Nice. Radishes, chard. Okay. And then, nobody owns that. Okay, so there's 2, 4, 6, 8 that we just paid. We get 2 back. Alright, and now we're going to draw 2, unfortunately, from the bag. That is the one thing. The one thing that hampers us is we can't play the most perfectly generous, kind, and wonderful game due to the limitations. But that's okay. Alright, so everything's set up. So now we have carrots. Carrots goes to corn. Alright, so this person's like, hey, could somebody hook me up? Yo, I need some squash. And they're like, okay, I'll give you some squash. You can do that. And so yeah, that worked out really well. No sabotaging's going to happen. And now we're going to, we're a little bit short on funds. So we're just going to plant the squash as a single, which is unfortunate, but that's all we can do at the moment. That's all right. We'll be doing pretty well here in a second. Okay. Ooh, it's productive. Okay. So now we're ready for a 2-crop combo. And since we're harvesting, they get 5 tokens. So that's good. Radishes and chard. Radishes on the wrong one is 11. And chard on chard is 8. That's 5, 6, 7, 8. Alrighty, so now we just double what we got right there. So it's going to be this, 4. It's going to be 8 total. So we'll just go 5. Put the 1 back. Alright, so that's another massive, awesome score for them. Yeah, we're definitely we'll be threatening to run out of tokens. That's a good thing. Okay, so here's 20, 10, 20, 35, 36, 37, 38 tokens, 3.8. It becomes 4. And so 5 tokens goes now to this person. Yeah, that was awesome. So now everybody is doing very well. We got bumper crops all around. Harvest Moon, cornucopia, whatever you want to call it. Okay, so we got chard, we got potatoes. And here's chard. We'll get rid of peas. This moves up. And then potatoes. And we have cucumbers. We don't have squash. Why don't we just get rid of potatoes? Okay. Moving on. Corn goes to beans. Ooh, adversity. Adversity hits Mother Teresa. Okay, so we're going to get rid of that. That's not going to happen. Ooh, gambling's not going to happen over here either. We're too saintly for gambling, so we don't do it. No, that's not true. That's not true. We gambled over here, and we caused a very positive outcome. So there's a gamble. That's not going to... we can't do it. So unfortunately, we must move on. Here we have productive, excellent broccoli and carrots. So yet again, we have a 2-crop combo. Sitting very pretty. We got to pay them, so feel good about that. We get 4 tokens. Got to help out them, which we feel very good about. Okay, and now we're going to go with broccoli and carrots. Yeah, carrots is going to get 9. Broccoli is going to get 3, so that's 9. 3 is 12, so we're going to double that to 24. We're doubling this to 24. And that's going to become 2.4. 2 tokens goes to... yeah, we ran out of tokens. 1, 2, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, that becomes 10 tokens. Yeah, it's supposed to be 24. 20, 2.4 becomes 2, and that goes to this person. Alright, so there's a nice score. And now I think we're ready to... oh, check this out. This person can afford the farm crew because they rolled a 5. Notice that, well, I'm sorry, the master grower. That's 50 tokens. Okay? That's 50 big ones, so yeah, now we are going to do the most good, I think, in this corner. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. 50 tokens there. All debts forgiven. Okay, so over here's a 4. We're going to go with squash on the wrong one, which is 15 tokens. And there's 20 tokens, and here's a 5 back. And so that was 15 tokens, 1.5, 2 tokens goes to person in last place, which now we're not really sure. 55, 27, yeah, it's them. Okay, so that's that. Nice score there. I draw 2 tokens. Gonna draw 2 tokens. Generosity is the name of the game. So we have broccoli moving up. And we have potato. We're gonna keep, no, yeah, potatoes are gonna stay put. We like those where they're at. Okay. Okay. Number 2 roll's not what we want. But we can help somebody else out. We got chard and radishes, we got peas and broccoli. We got cucumbers and spinach. I don't have spinach. Okay. So that's what we're going to do. Yeah, we're just going to leave this alone. We're not going to make any move. We don't have to. So spinach goes to squash. And coming up on the last round. Woo! Excellent. Okay, so they own the disc, but that's alright. I'm going to buy... Can I buy the farm crew? 10, 20, 30, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I only have 35. So let's not do that. I want to make sure somebody else can buy that. So let's just go ahead and disc. 2, 4, 6, 8 big tokens goes to them. There's a nice big generous helping. And over here we can plant as many things as we want. So we're going to squash and cucumbers. That's our best one. Oh, and then we have kale and potatoes. So there's kale. This is using the high tone in that one. Okay? So that's, in total, planting, it was 2, 4, 6 to plant, and now it's going to be 2, 4, 6 to cultivate. Right? So there's 12 total tokens. Oh, I mean, we can't. We already did 2 actually. I'm getting ahead of myself to those 2, 4, 6. And the math should be easy on that. You know, now if you're an experienced UFTA player, you should have no hesitation whatsoever, knowing exactly what to pay for that, because you understand how multiple crops are placed on the field, right? You don't have any trouble with that. And you know how the high tunnel works by now. Plenty of instructional videos. Okay, so here's a 6. No sabotage. Everything's peaceful and nice and serene, irenic, lovely. And we're going to go with broccoli. We're going to go with cucumbers. We're going to go with spinach. What are we going to do? Let's put some peas out. Actually, this person... Can they buy a farm? Nope. This person probably needs to buy crop insurance. Buy some crop insurance. That may be overpriced. I don't know. I don't know. We'll just see what happens. And we're going to disc over another field. Or all the rest of the fields. Yeah. Okay, so we disc over everything. Over here we have 6, no sabotage. And we're going to play super nice. This person's going to buy a farm crew. Be a super productive farm. 10, 20, 30. They're hiring the farm crew. 10, 20, 30, 45. Farm crew is very appreciative. Okay, and we purchased the farm crew. Now we're going to disc. Notice that we're not paying them. We would like to, because we do have our saintly cap on. But we can't do it because the farm crew overrode our the cost structure. You know, once you purchase a farm crew, you don't pay for disking. So, okay. Ooh, and now we start over. All gambling debts are forgiven, so that's good. We created a lesser-known film called Forgiveness instead of Mr. Clint Eastwood. Anyway, so here we go with another opportunity. We're going to use that high tunnel. We have squash and cucumbers. We have potatoes and kale as a tandem. Now we're going to plant something else. We're going to plant... What are we doing? Let's... our best item is to just plant... we don't have another set. Let's do this. We're going to do kale and we're going to do potatoes. So we're planting. That was one action. Now we're going to use our trading house to grab some potatoes, and then we're going to plant the potatoes using the trading house. So now we have one more action. That action is going to be to cultivate everything. Right? So look at that. So we're cultivating everything. We have the squash. And then what's that going to cost us? 2, 4, 6, 8. Everybody owns a cultivator. So we can't be generous in this particular circumstance, but we are set up very well. Ooh, and now we can harvest, because check it out, we have the master grower. So that's what we're going to do. Wow. So 2, 4, 6, 8 tokens goes to the owner of the harvester. So they're pretty well set up. But yeah, now we have a serious bonanza on our hand. So check it out. So we have kale and potatoes. Kale and potatoes. Kale gets 15. Potatoes get 6. So that's 21 tokens. Okay. So there's 21. And now we have cucumbers and squash. Cucumbers and squash. This is the most generous game I've ever played. Okay, so here we have 15 tokens. And did we ooped it? Holy crap! We ooped it on... okay, so 15 and 13. 15 and 13 is 28. And we haven't doubled these yet. I gotta slow down. We're gonna double these. Okay, so we're going to get 2 of these and a 1. And then over here, we're going to double these. 2 of those. 5 and a 3. Okay. Alright, so now we have kale and potatoes. So potatoes on potatoes is... kale on... not on kale is 12. And then potatoes on potatoes is 9. That's 21 tokens. There's 21 tokens. And now we double that. Okay, and so now we really got to think about how much is that? It's going to take longer to score some of these harvests than it is to do anything else. Of our bounty. I mean, look at the generosity on display in this particular case. It's unbelievable. Okay, so here we have this, and we have this, and we have this. All of this goes here. We're going to convert this into 2 tokens. And then we can convert these into the yellow ones. So there's 3. And then 4. Okay, so it's a tremendous score. A wonderful opportunity. 30. We got 120, 135, 160, 159. We got 139, so that's 113.9 tokens, which is 14 tokens, goes to this individual. Alright. Yeah. Alright. So that looks pretty good. We did very well for ourselves. Unfortunately, we do have to get rid of, we had 2, I think we had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think we had 6 crops, so that may do it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, yep. Okay, so this person, unfortunately in the righteousness category, the most righteous of all, of the dude, it turns out that this particular person was the most caring dude, and so that's wonderful. But nobody else had an opportunity to harvest at the very last, which is a shame. But yeah, so that was pretty good. Let's count up our total for the game, and let's compare it to the snarky game that we just had. Right? Wow. Okay, so check it out. Lopsided score in the righteousness category, the most benevolent game imaginable. We have 241. 241 is just a tremendously awesome score. We had 73 and 72. And so what's the goal of the most righteous game? Total hunger tokens collected. And we may have to do this again, right? See if we can play even more generously. 11, 12, 19, 396, right? Okay, and so the goal of the most righteous game ever, 396 dispersed to everyone. That means 396 hunger tokens were handed out, and we are feeling wonderful about that. So, yeah. All right. So I hope you enjoyed the saintly version of Ufta. And we'll probably put out a few more versions of the ruthless one, and yeah, the most kind, generous, warm, forgiving. Okay, so thank you very much.